You gonna run the intro first? Ira, where's my dad?
Charging the lane, up over defenders, and in! What an amazing shot!
All right, and welcome back, everybody, to our Saturday night action of this year's Cooper National Invitational. Our first game on Court 2 will feature the HAFTR Hawks from New York against the Rochelle Zell Jewish High School Tigers, formerly known as Chicagoland. Both of these schools have won this tournament in the past, so they're both used to success here. They won their first game of the tournament before falling short yesterday. Rochelle Zell coming off a loss to DRS, and HAFTR coming off a loss to Valley Torah. Those two teams will face off in the semifinals later. But we're ready to go with this Tier 1 consolation semifinals. Both these teams will be looking for 5th place in this tournament if they can find a victory tonight and tomorrow morning. But we're underway here. Starting for the 6th-seeded Rochelle Zell Tigers, you got Sammy Weingart, Ellie Nassatir, Grant Primer, Idan Khazan, and Brian Silverstein. For their HAFTR Hawks, you have number 1, Gabriel Shamama. Number 13, Harrison Koritsky. In the center, number 32, Ethan Jesselson. Number 33, Samuel Laniato. And I can't see who that 5th guy is out there, but HAFTR coming off an early 3. They lead 3-0 before Grant Primer finds his way in the low post to create enough space around the basket and put it up with the left hand and cut into this early HAFTR lead. It's 3-2 to the HAFTR Hawks, the visiting team in this game, wearing the road blue. Stolen by Primer. He's going to look to dribble himself up the court. He's going to slow it out, realizing he doesn't have the numbers. He looks for Weingart up top. He's going to set up the offense. Weingart really controls the pace and tempo for this team, while Primer might provide a little bit more scoring both inside and outside around the three-point arc. Weingart picks up his dribble. The pass is over to Nassatir. Back over to Weingart, who's going to cut with his right. Pulls up for about a 6-foot jumper off the rim. Silverstein with the rebound. He goes up and can't hit anything, and Laniato is going to come away with the rebound. He finds Koritsky back out for a 3. Can't find their second one of the night. And that makes the Hawks 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Haven't had a chance to see this HAFTR Hawks team yet. They've played both their games on Court 1, so please bear with me as I'm missing both. My broadcast partner, Josh Thomas, he's on his way here. Meanwhile, Rochelle Zell finds an easy bucket down low by number 22. Idan Khazan, the big man, found his way past the press, found a little bit of space, and went up for an easy layup. Here's Laniato up top. He's over to Shamama. Koritsky takes it in, goes under the rim, kind of uses it as a little bit of a buffer, puts it up with English off the backboard, and HAFTR have regained their lead at 5-4 here in the early goings, about 2.5 minutes way into the first quarter. Weingart's going to take it up top. Thinks about a bit of a long shot. Gets it over to Nassatir. Back over to Weingart in the middle. Kind of goes up. Didn't really have anywhere to go with it. Kind of finds Silverstein. Goes off his hands. Able to recover it before it heads out of bounds. Here's Khazan on the outside. I don't really think that's where they're looking to get him the ball. Good inside-out passing here. Silverstein for 3. It's down and out. And HAFTR's going to get another offensive possession here with the lead. Here comes Koritsky coming off that nice move with the up and under. It's Laniato from the corner. Another 3, and HAFTR have doubled the Rochelle Zell Tigers. They lead 8-4 after a pair of 3s from Laniato. Here comes Weingart, breaks the press. He's going to go himself, and there's no help at the rim. A Weingart layup cuts into this lead. It's 8-6. Lots of good action in the early going. No whistles as of yet. Lots of good pace here. Another three by HAFTR off the rim from Shamama, and it's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Leibowitz to the Rochelle Zell Tigers. I believe that was the starter I was missing, Leibowitz. He's going to actually check out of the game now in favor of number 23, Maxwell Elephant. Here comes Weingart up the court across the timeline. He looks to take it with his left. Just got a nice bucket on the right side. So HAFTR forcing him left here. He goes at it again. He finds Primer in the corner. He's going to drive himself, goes up and under. Can't get it off the backboard, but HAFTR turn it over in the backcourt. Excuse me, that was tipped by the Chicagoland Rochelle Zell Tigers, and HAFTR will take this ball up the court. Still leading 8-6. It's Koritsky on the outside, guarded by Silverstein. He drops it off for Shamama. He's going to try another three from the corner. It's just short off the iron, and Khazan is going to look to dribble it up himself. Silverstein dumps it down to Primer. It's tipped and stolen. Koritsky comes away with it. Moving up the court, he's going to take it all the way. Nobody tried to challenge him, but he went up and just off the rim, couldn't get the right English on it to put it in, and Primer's going to come away after HAFTR missed on a couple good chances, and we're going to have our first foul of the game. It's going to be on the floor on the HAFTR Hawks. It's going to be on number 33, Samuel Lanyado, who's already hit some outside shooting tonight, which has helped contribute to this early lead for HAFTR. Still up 8-6. A lot of good basketball here in their early going. The refs letting him play. Not a lot of whistles. Primer gets it back off the inbounds and draws another foul on the floor. I think it's going to be Lanyado again. Let's see from the referee here. This one is going to be on Jesselson. That's going to be his first. I thought it might have been on Lanyado, which would have been two very early. Or excuse me, that might have been on Elephant. But regardless, Khazan at the elbow, off the back iron, can't have it was just soft enough to stay on that backboard, but didn't find its way to the bucket. Elephant down low, lets the guy kind of run by, doesn't have to deal with the defender, and puts it up and in. And HAFTR have extended their lead back to 4 points, their biggest of the game so far. Here's Weingart there. Koritsky is pressuring him up top, not letting him any space, doesn't want to get an easy bucket like he has already tonight, and it's Khazan inside asserting his size and picking up 2 points. This HAFTR team, one of the smallest in this tournament. They are former champions just a couple years ago here in Memphis, but they bring a smaller team, a scrappy team. It's Elephant inside, a little two-man game with Shamama, and the pass is deflected and will remain with HAFTR here in the early going. Thank you for joining us on a Motzei Shabbat Saturday night here. A lot of good basketball to come. We'll get to our schedule in a little bit. We've got a great Tier 1 consolation semifinal here. Both these teams going to be hoping for 5th place with a couple wins. We have our first foul on Rochelle Zell. That's going to be on number 24, who just checked Nassatir. That's his first of the ball game. And we have our first time out of the game. That's going to be on Chicago. I believe it is a 30-second timeout. We are 5.5 minutes into this game here. I'm still waiting for my broadcast partner, my play-by-play man, Josh Thomas. So please bear with me as I'm kind of dabbling here for the first time for a little bit. As we wait for him, we've got a great Tier 1 consolation semi here between Chicago versus New York, HAFTR versus Chicago, Rochelle Zell Jewish High School. 2 former champions here at this tournament. Both had high expectations coming in. They both pulled off nice day 1 victories. The Chicagoland team came up short against DRS, also from Long Island yesterday. HAFTR coming up short against a really big and strong Valley Torah team. We are 5.5 minutes into the game, and HAFTR maintain their 2-point lead. They're going to inbound to Shamama. He's going to pass it over to Koritsky. Already shown his prowess slashing to the goal tonight. It's Lanyado on the outside. He's hit a couple long-range shots. Back to Koritsky up top. Looks to get it over to Elephant, but it's Very tightly contested by Pivo. Again, Koritsky goes to the hole. He goes up with the left hand this time off the glass. He's a very lanky player, got long arms. He's already shown them off twice tonight, one time slashing him from the right, one for the left. Here's Primer up top, and he looked to travel a little bit before he put the ball on the floor, and it's going to be a turnover back to HAFTR, who maintained this 4-point lead. It's been back between 2 and 4 points for the last really 4 minutes or so here ever since we got going. It was a fast-paced start. Both teams scoring early. Chicagoland really doing a lot in the interior. Here's Koritsky up top. He goes to Shamama. Already missed 2 threes from the corner, so he's going to dribble it up top. Koritsky back on the wing. He's going to look for Lanyadо in the high post. Tipped away to Elephant inside. He's going to go to Spivak. Over to Lanyadо on the right wing. We've seen him more on the left wing so far tonight. Spivak inside. He is going to go up with it, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Primer, and it's going to be 2 shots. Correction, that foul was on number 13 for the Tigers, Noah Cope. I'm going to welcome my partner Josh Thomas here just in a second. It's been a difficult start here because these teams are back and forth between each other on the in the program, and I haven't had yours here, so I've had to flip back and forth here. And this is our first look at the HAFTR Hawks this year in Memphis. So it's been a difficult start here, but I'm glad you've joined us. I'm sure you enjoyed a lovely Shabbat.
Yeah, Shabu Atov, everybody.
Good Voth, as some might say.
Some might say. Some going old school with the Yiddish there. So HAFTR with the early lead here, Noah. Had the
they kind of built it up to like 6-2, and I think it's been between 2 and 4 points ever since, just trading baskets. Koritsky has impressed me a lot for HAFTR. Good move by Weingart there, but Koritsky has shown a lot, really slashing from both the left and right sides, being able to finish with both the left and right. HAFTR isn't a big team, so they got to get their points inside via kind of the drive. They don't have somebody that can just post up in there. But they've also been shown the ability to knock down some outside shots. I think Lanyadо has 2 early threes. So they've been showing the ability to score inside and out, even though they don't really have that size that the Chicagoland team might. And they're using it well because Khazan has, I think, 2 or 3 buckets inside. Weingart drove to the basket a couple times, really uncontested with no big body there to challenge. And Primer's really kind of tried to assert himself and has a bucket or 2 early here too.
Well, Weingart does a nice job of converting from the free throw line to cut the lead down to 2 with a minute to play in the first quarter. Conveniently, HAFTR does have the names on the back of the uniforms.
Yeah,
that helps
nice.
A little bit, but of course, until you learn them, you don't see the backs. So Lanyadо at the point. A lot of teams employ the skip pass against the zone. Good way to find someone open. That's Koretsky. You say he's hit a couple already?
Well, he's been he's had 2 buckets, but both slashing in the inside. Lanyadо, he's the one who has a couple. I think that's his
Lanyadо.
3rd 3 of the night. I think Koritsky has 4 off of 2 great moves to the basket, 1 from the right, 1 from the left. Or, excuse me, he was coming from the left corner. He went under the basket, came up with some real nice English for a little bit of an up and under, and then he had that one from the left just before you got here, finishing with his left hand. So he's got 4. I believe Lanyadо has 9, and they've really accounted for this HAFTR scoring early.
Primer trying to drive into the lane, gets tied up. Possession.
Yeah, he really hasn't seen much success early. I think he has 1 bucket, but this HAFTR team has provided a lot of opposition when he tries to get in there. They're pressuring him a lot outside.
Open look at 3 off the inbounds play. Oh! About 540 degrees, 1.5 times around the rim.
Oh, what a pass by Koritsky.
And who's that on the finish? Elephant with the finish and 1. So after just moments ago, Weingart had brought Rochelle Zell back to within 2 from the free throw line, and a 5-0 spurt here in the final minute. Chance to make it 6 for Elephant.
Yeah, he's kind of been, without the lack of a big guy, he's kind of been their guy inside that plays kind of on the low block, and he's already got 2 buckets in there and was fortunately able to convert that free throw. I don't think he realizes the time on the clock here. There's 3 seconds.
Weingart fading away from 3. Would have counted, but
I mean,
short. That's a big 6-0 run there to end the first quarter for the Hawks.
That shot was close, but not what you're looking to get with about 10 seconds on the clock inbounding the ball. You want to drive that to the hoop, maybe catch a foul. But
By
yeah,
the way, this coffee that I've brought here is piping hot, probably.
I tried it.
So you might want to be very careful.
Warm.
Don't want to burn the lips.
We need it because we're going to be here for a very
long
time.
It's got a little extra zing in there. It's got some stoke. Stoke in there, so some extra caffeination.
There we go.
Is going to probably have you a little hopping around here in just a little bit, but it's good.
I spoke with Commissioner Kahane briefly. I believe we have the Cooper Max second on this court, followed by a Tier 1 semifinal. So we're going to have a Tier 2 semifinal and then a Tier 1 semifinal.
Well, the other Tier 1 semifinal will be before that on the other court. They both going to be on the same. Okay, so
correct. I'm not sure which Tier 1 semifinal we'll have. That'll either be Valley Torah against DRS or the top-seeded Milken Wildcats against
that'll be helpful.
The Megan David Yeshiva Warriors.
Oh, I was hoping he was coming here.
Yeah, they said apparently we're kind of being nixed on that a little tonight. They apparently don't have enough sheets to go around.
Ooh, running out.
Yeah.
Second quarter action. HAFTR brings it inbounds. Koritsky and Lanyadoo.
They've been an impressive duo so far tonight.
The big redhead is Jake Silvers. Barrett's and Elephant on the floor.
Eula and North Shore going on in the other court. That's a little bit of a disservice to those Los Angeles fans who can't even they can't watch that. Shabbos isn't over out in Los Angeles yet. They're playing the
Going to have to check that out in the archive. Oh, here's another open look at three for Lanyadoo.
Lanyadoo's hot.
You've got to recognize the shooter there, and you can't let him get that.
4 threes in the early going.
Cannot let him get that shot in space. And that is, wow, 9-0 run over about a minute and a half of clock time.
Playing good pressure defense here.
Now here's an open look at three. It looked short right off his hands. Nice job by Primer to get in there and create
without fouling, too.
Yeah, that was Primer and Barrett. I believe this is a.
Do we got your program?
Massacre. No, I actually left that back at that. It's unfortunate. I've requested that it be brought.
Back and forth.
Yeah, I've requested that it be brought. Can we get another one? Is there any possibility? You'd think they weren't at such a premium.
No, not so much.
You'd think they could print more. Great inbounds pass to Primer, and then I think that was
Elephant
with
all
the
over the
rejection. Koritsky. Oh, they've got
good
Primer
pass
up
by
court.
Silverstein. Oh, he's got to go up.
He went up and got fouled by.
He should just go up strong there. He had the guy beat. Just go up with the left hand.
All right, so number 12 in the program, it's Silvers, but I think it's Spivak.
You're looking at the Tigers.
Oh, you're right. My problem.
See the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
You really could have used your program this game.
Well, I wonder if I can get it. Maybe get it on the phone here.
Good call. Good call. Use all the resources available. How's your Shabbat, Joshua?
Oh, good. We had a nice Friday night dinner at.
We dined with several players playing on the other court at this time.
Missed free throw from Primer, made one. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay here with Rochelle Zell, so they got to have a chance to make this a 3 or 4 point trip. Primer clearly traveled. Yeah,
the Megan David Yeshiva Warriors are here, dressed looking like they're ready to go. So that leads me to think that they're going to play that first semifinal on the other court, and Valley Torah and DRS is going to be over here. But that's just kind of my.
Elephant has it tipped away, but he comes away with it. Oh, and again. Lanyadoo finally misses. But again, they've got to do a better job of not leaving him open on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's going to knock those down.
That's
a foul. Good aggressive move by Weingart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it right now.
We got Valley Torah and DRS, and then we got Fasman and
Montreal closing out the action here tonight. That should be exciting.
That's going to be a late one in Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Out in the Eastern time zone.
Oh, Primer did a really nice job using his athleticism to get inside the lane and get an open look. Got fouled. Would have behooved his Tigers if he could have converted the shot, but it'll go to the line for 2.
I was noting in the early going while we were waiting for you that these are two former champions of this fine tournament.
That's true. After 2-time champions, I believe. No, just one time. Just once.
They Also,
Primer makes
both of
one.
our semifinal matchups are New York, LA matchups.
Yeah. Well, as you mentioned, I think earlier in the weekend, there are about 6 New York area teams and 4 LA teams. Oh,
but good
if you're Rochelle, if you're Zell there, you'd probably prefer them not to make that call.
But a good move by the seating committee to have New York, LA matchups in the semifinals, not have a New York team playing a New York team. So, I mean, we don't want anybody to play the same guys. They're going to go home and play anyways. That's what's so great about this tournament.
All right, that'll help a little bit. Free throws missed. Primer doesn't get the rebound, but Silverstein does. He goes up, can't get it to go. And HAFTR comes away with the rebound. Really unfortunate missed opportunity there for the Tigers. Not only missing the free throws, but then not able to convert on the offensive rebound after the offensive rebound. And then here on this side, the Tigers look like they should have had the rebound, but instead it came into the hands of Barrett, and he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 after getting fouled on the putback. So Barrett will hit the first. You can reach the broadcast booth here by tweeting me at JT on the cards, JT on the cards, or Noah at NoNoT35. And there, Primer, good look from Vanguard.
We've had several people tweet into the booth. It creates a lot of good conversation. We can improve upon our broadcasting game. If we're mispronouncing anything, if there's anything you'd like to see, any shout outs or anything, please just chime in on Twitter.
Primer into the corner to Vanguard. He dribbles out to the elbow, tries to spin. I think he's going to get called for a travel. Kind of a slip.
This court is very slick. I'm feeling it right now, and I've got some tennis shoes on. It's a very slick floor.
This is Is that a Shama? Shamama. In the corner. Ball is tipped out of bounds off of a driving Koritsky.
I'll put him in over there, right? I gotta put him over there.
Nierenberg looks like he might come in here momentarily.
Yeah, Koritsky had the open jump shot, but that's not really his game. He likes to drive to the basket, use his long arms to go above the defenders and finish off the glass.
He does have a nice wingspan looking at his.
Also rocking some nice glasses.
Also, it looks like he goes with a bit of a tighter short than a lot of players do.
Yeah.
Now here's Lanyadoo. Different spot for him.
Good contest there.
Well, they moved him off his spot, got him in the corner there.
Yeah, and Khazan was closing out, so he had to worry about the big defender. Khazan, the biggest guy on the floor for this Chicago team.
Vanguard loses
Good defense.
it. Koritsky.
Look at Koritsky again. That's really been his game. He's converted on his first 2 that he's kind of driven in like that. Oh.
Wow, great job on
going in and getting it.
Yeah, Chicagoland comes away with the loose ball, and then we get a
What? He lost the ball. How's that possible? The ball was hit out of his hands. That's tough for me to comprehend right there.
Nierenberg comes in for Lanyadoo. 11-point lead for HAFTR. Just under 5 to play in the first half. Chicago just having trouble scoring. They've missed some open looks.
Primer
and they have
an
open three from the corner. That was.
You also got Primer out of the game.
That was Nassiter.
So you got to find a way to score without him.
Nassiter can make that, especially when he's open. Like this. Now here's Barrett with a deep three. It's
right
short.
on line, just well short.
Here's Nassiter on the break.
Not the shot you want.
Teammate, so soft off the.
Kazan is dominating down low with his size.
Great offensive rebound by, and this Chicagoland team Rochelle Zell.
I kept calling them Chicagoland.
Yeah, it's hard to get out of that habit. They were a defending champion under that name, but good energy there from the Tigers after that quick 5-0 run, and suddenly we've got a much tighter ball game at 23-17 with still over 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. So this one.
Yeah, they on a fast break. Pull-up jumper from about the free throw line isn't the ideal shot you're looking for, but the big guys ran the floor well enough.
It was a nice layoff.
Yeah.
Nassiter laid it off for Ostroff right there. Free throw line. I think he must feel that that's a good spot for him. He put up a nice shot, nice and soft, right off the front of the rim.
It hung up there for a couple
Hung
seconds.
up, and a really good job by Khazan.
To go up, missed the first one, and then put it up again and got it. Further showing off his size down low. And kind of emphasizing the lack of size here for HAFTR. And Coach Honig wanted to call timeout.
Rainy day here in Memphis, but I made it down to the program for just a few moments this morning because I did manage to find my glasses, fortunately. I had left them at the Friday night program at the school. Went down there this morning and they were still there. That was
school did you leave them?
On the table in the gym.
Not a good idea.
Oh, and then we got an open look at three from Shamama, and he gets it to go. What do we have? A foul?
Well, we saw this ruling earlier in the tournament that it was their ball. Yeah, they're going to inbound out.
Foul was on Khazan, jostling for position underneath the basket.
How many team fouls on White?
Coach Honig looking for the amount of team fouls. He has his own scorekeeper over here.
That's a big three from Shamama.
And they're going to get the ball.
Lanyadoo back in the game for the Hawks, along with Barretts and Kornblum, Koritsky, and Shamama. So now a 9-point lead again for Shamama in the corner. Barretts. They get it back to Shamama. Again. Doing a good job of trying to get it to a shooter.
There you go. And nice idea. Good inside-out movement. He traveled there.
Great rotation here from the Hawks. Skip pass to Barretts. He drives on.
And I think he'll be shooting 1-1.
Driving on Ostroff. I got you the 4 left Twix.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just figure, politically.
The right ones are okay.
Politically speaking, though, I think we probably lean a little bit towards the left Twix rather than our right Twix.
I mean, the right Twixes are okay.
I don't know. Sometimes I think. I mean, the right Twix, I think, have cascading caramel enveloped in chocolate, while the left Twix, more of like a enrobed rather than, Makes both free throws, and suddenly it's back to an 11-point game. So now the Tigers have to answer. Oh, gosh, and Paivo gets called for the travel as he picks up his dribble. That's an unfortunate, really unforced turnover. Sloppy play for the Tigers. And now they need to stop. Don't want to let this one get out of hand. Koritsky drives, takes it to Lanyadoo. Now Kornblum.
Nice name, Kornblum.
Yeah, Kornblum's a good name. Good German name. Now here's
Koritsky kind of refuses to shoot from out there.
But they still. Three-point attempt is no good. Ostroff gets the rebound. Here's Primer. Step back. Khazan, Primer, driving. Gets up and gets the and one. He will have. The Tigers are enthusiastic. They just need to find a way to.
No, they've shown the ability that they're gonna stay in this game. There's gonna be a fight to the finish. The Hawks were kind of looking for the Hawks bench, especially was looking for kind of a travel there. But I think Primer got rid of the ball before he came back down. Was able to get it back and go finish strong. Hopefully they can get him started for their sake. He hasn't really gotten going yet.
Need to make some free throws.
He's definitely their number one scorer. Yeah, he's shuffling his feet the whole time.
Ethan Jesselson in the game for the Hawks, number 32. Barrett's now between the circles. Pass nearly stolen. Koritsky comes away with it. They got an open Shamama, right corner, can't get it to go.
He's in from the left corner, not the right.
Here's Nassiter. He gets it over to Vanguard. Down 9. They get it
Good
into
entry
Kazan.
pass. What
he
a
finds
find.
Primer on the
Oh, he
weak
just
side.
went up short.
Got to go up a little stronger there. Another tough miss
Ooh.
there.
You see Koritsky's ability
Tigers.
to get to the basket there.
Yeah, he's got really good hops. Gives a lot of air. That's Ostroff. He gets a Primer along the baseline. Vanguard thinks about penetrating. It's stopped. And then quick hands from the Hawks. Koritsky has it tipped away. Good defensive play there from Ostroff. Guy Ostroff, the senior. Jesselson takes a seat. Oh, inbound comes to Elephant. He gets it to go with the left hand. Lead back to 11 for the Hawks. 2:11 to play.
Elephant has shown a lot of ability to score inside with both the left and right hand. He doesn't have the size, but he's able to finish over the bigs.
They get it to Nassiter.
Ooh, he had him. Good help though from Elephant. Oh, good play off.
Find Primer. You
Probably a
gotta
foul.
reward them with the foul.
That's probably a foul.
Yeah, such good. You kind of reward the team there with an and one when there's clearly a foul there.
Good trap here. Oh, wow, what a find. Oh, Elephant goes up short.
Kazan.
Again, you just got to go up strong, and then a careless foul, 80 feet away from the basket? How long is this basketball court?
Probably a little bit frustrated himself for missing the shot.
And I believe we're shooting free throws. Both teams now in the bonus.
Number 24, Adam Herman, will come in for HAFTR. Herman comes in replacing Elephant. Great name, Maxwell Elephant.
Could be Elephant. It's not Elephant?
I believe that last name is pronounced Elephant.
I would assume it is, but
I believe it is.
switch the F for a P and an H. And
gotta get a free throw to go. And oh, gosh.
Still down 9. This could easily. That man is literally on the floor. That man just stepped out on the floor, whoever that is.
Silverstein was lucky he didn't get caught for over the back on the rebound attempt after the missed free throw. This will be Koritsky going to the line. Cope checks in for Rochelle Zell. He replaces Kazan. We'll see if Cope has any strategies to help his Tigers. Get it?
Yes.
Like coping strategy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Koritsky gets that one to go. HAFTR's had a couple of fortunate free throws go in after putting it right on the
wow, that's
a really tough
killer.
Got teammates going for the ball, but the key there is that a HAFTR Hawk was pressuring them on the rebound.
There Koritsky shoots, finally. It's not there, maybe.
Here comes Primer with open floor ahead. Goes up, gets fouled, go to the line for 2. Oh.
He wanted an intentional foul.
I thought she did.
Hold, a little hold.
No, that's not going to be an intentional foul.
This Chicago team is making their free throws away from this being like a 2-possession game.
Yeah. They've really missed a lot of free throws here in the first half. That time, Primer finally puts it right through. Silverstein, Cope, Primer, Nassiter, and Vanguard on the floor for.
Are we going Vanguard now?
I think one of the parents told me it was Vanguard. It's definitely not Vinegard. I've been saying Vinegard.
Right.
It's almost like Vanguard.
Shamama did not expect that pass to get back to him, but a good finish there.
Is that a give and go? Clock ticks down towards a minute to play in the first half. HAFTR is managing to maintain a 10-point lead here. Here's Vanguard. Puts it up off the neck of the rim.
Rebound by Lanyado. He's going to take it himself. Oh, I thought he was going to go the other way to Koritsky.
Now here's Shamama. Barrett's and Hawks bring it back up.
I thought he was going to go the other way to Koritsky. He's got a little more poise
Lanyado inside the lane.
He's got to finish with his left there.
And
Good play by Primer to kind of tip it to himself. Oh, what a pass.
Silverstein, great job of catching. Primer probably pushed off,
Yep.
no call. Then he goes up, and he's got to get that to go. Now the ball's on the floor.
No, he
That's
was
not a travel.
He's on the ground and just grabs it. That's not a travel. He has to fall down.
They might have called a timeout. They got a timeout.
HAFTR got a timeout. Or Chicago got a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I think it looked
Primer's got to go up and make that, 6-footer there?
Does a nice job of using the skills that he has that kind of separates him from a lot of the other players here, but then doesn't convert on that shot. The move that got him there is what makes him special, and then he needs to be able to finish. Just put up a little short.
Yeah. I mean, you're falling away from the basket. You got to make sure to put a little more on it to get it up there. It was a great pass by Silverstein on the initial break. Silverstein
Two Silverstein.
What?
Two Silverstein.
Yeah. I think Silverstein just kind of, I don't know if he didn't expect it because he wasn't ready to go straight up with it. He kind of had to take a step back a little, step to the side, and then his shot was long. So the defense getting back, pressuring him. It was an unbelievable pass by Primer.
Pass. Oh, Primer thought about it, but chose not to take the three. 20 seconds to play in the half. Might be wise to
just hold for one.
Yeah. Down to 15 seconds on the clock. Nassiter and Vanguard up high. They exchange the possession. Now Primer into the lane, gets it to go too strong. Khazan can't come away with the rebound. Now the ball's on the floor.
2 seconds.
This will count if it goes. Oh! It does! Paritsky makes probably the most improbable, and again, that's really not his game. That was.
I mean, that it doesn't matter if that's your game or not. That was a pretty. Wow! What a big 3 points to end the first half. I mean, there's a big difference between a 10 and a 13-point game.
Changes the
especially with how much the Chicago team has struggled to score.
Really changes the complexity of things going into halftime. I mean, the game is still in doubt, but
very much so.
It just makes it a
very
that
much in doubt.
That much
take
more
a break
of a
here.
Hill to climb. We'll step away for just a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with second half action of this Tier 1 consolation bracket battle between the Rochelle Zell Tigers, who trail 36-23 to the HAFTR Hawks.
WSN is your school on the network.
I said Nassiter.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So there he said. So maybe it's a short. Maybe we don't have a short. Okay.
The buffet should be getting going in about now.
We're back on, and we are on.
Not a lot of time for these teams to warm up.
No.
In between halftime, but you gotta keep the flow of the game going.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really get. You know, it's a tournament setting. You don't have the same ability to have sort of halftime adjustments and
of course.
warm up. I mean, you know, kind of just rolling right along. It's hard to get all this basketball in the period of time that we have.
Oh, yeah. And the period that we have is a pretty lengthy amount of time, which is going to keep us here pretty late.
Really from like 8 o'clock Saturday night until about 2 o'clock Sunday. About 12 hours of 12 hours of basketball in about 18 hours of time.
Yeah. And a lot of these teams that are playing later will have to get up and play earlier tomorrow.
It's always a difficult ask. Some of the teams playing like at the very end of the night have to start the next morning. Koritsky bobbles the pass.
I believe the losers of like the last set of games will play the
nice
first
steal
game
here by
tomorrow.
Chicagoland. Oh, my. Vanguard trying to find Silverstein on the break, and pass was astray, if you will. Yours is askew. Remember that from, what was that, Drake and John?
Yours is askew.
So, chance there for Chicago to get points off the turnover and cut into this 13-point lead, and they threw it away.
Every possession is so valuable.
Well, there was no reason for Vanguard to be rushing
of a game.
Right there. And that was Lanyado looking
Might have cooled off a little. I think he hit his last three at about 7:40 left in the second quarter.
Oh, Primer's got to be more careful with that pass. And that was Koritsky with a nice drive and scoop with the left hand.
Big finish.
Lead is now 15.
Oh, nice pass.
Good job. They find Khazan. Full court pass. Looks like he might have taken a shot. Was it his ankle? It was weird. He didn't even look.
His knee area.
Great job by Khazan to catch that long pass, put it up and get fouled.
It was a good find, too, there, to find him under the basket, really past this entire press.
The Chicago coaching staff, as well as the tournament trainer, are over there checking out Khazan. Yeah, it might be cramping up. Yeah. It's hard to stay hydrated after all that chulling. Sometimes
it's also hard to come out here after two games.
Yeah.
26 at like about, I guess, 30 hours between games. You got two more coming. I heard Vanguard saying before the game during their warm-ups that they got to get the blood flowing. So maybe showing up there a little bit. But he wasn't fouled, so they're going to bring a sub in off the bench to shoot the free throws, I believe. The free throw, excuse me.
Well, nice job. That was by one of the Ostroff boys. Guy Ostroff. Here's Shamama on the break. Turns it over. Oh, Chicago has really a lot of 50-50 balls.
Yeah, I thought I saw that as white ball.
But HAFTR really winning many of these 50-50 balls. And some of them is just kind of balls bouncing off Zell's hands. I mean, sometimes two guys, from the same team colliding, looking for a loose ball. So I don't know if it's necessarily bad luck, but certainly both teams hustling.
Why is it only HAFTR scored this half? I was wondering why the lead was still 12.
Well, they built it up to 15, and that three-point
Right,
play cut it to 12.
the Koritsky left-handed layup.
Vanguard gets it over to Ostroff. Primer in the lane, turns and shoots, gets it to
Good
go.
place to get him the basketball. Can do a lot of things from that high post.
Got it in rhythm as well, which helps. Lead back to 10 now. And you see if they can continue to chip away. It was 13 at halftime after the desperation three by Koritsky. That was a travel, no call. And then Nassiter is going to get called for the block.
Back to a 10-point game here. 5-0 mini run by Chicago.
Samuel Leibowitz in the game right now for HAFTR number 11. Koritsky into the lane. Probably could have taken a more fundamental shot than he did. Sort of scooped it up. But that's going to be an offensive foul all day and Sunday. Great job by Ostroff to draw it on. That was on Lanyadoo. Really good job to
Lanyadoo able to play from inside and out, really. He showed the ability. I think he hit those 4 threes in the first half.
Now
He's also done some good work down low as well.
There's Ostroff with the left hand. Kennedy kept to go. Probably an ill-advised shot there on that possession. Here's Barrett. Tries to take it at Vanguard.
Nice soft touch.
Go. Good job avoiding the contact. Lead back to 12 now for HAFTR. Under 6 to play. Nice no-look into Silverstein. They kick it to Primer in the left corner. His three is just off the mark. Great box out by Leibowitz and has it tipped away by Nassiter, but it'll be HAFTR basketball leading by 12. Primer got a good look there, just couldn't get it to go.
Those 3 points are really looking big. Those 3 points that came on that last second shot by Koritsky at the end of the HAFTR, they're looking big right now.
Here's Barrett, brings it up across the timeline. Zell tried to trap, wasn't able to do so. Lanyadoo, left elbow skip pass to Koritsky. He drives. Primer fortunate not to have. Primer was fortunate not to have a block call on him, and that's going to be a
good aggressive play by Primer. That's what they need from him. Yeah, I think that's 2. Yeah, 2 shots.
I like that. Sometimes I have found in this tournament, sometimes the officials are they err on the side of calling fouls on the floor.
Maybe an effort to keep the pace of play moving a little bit.
And Primer again misses from the free throw line.
They're going to need every single
Stuart
point
Thomas
they can
never
muster.
missed a free throw. Did you know that Stuart Thomas never missed a free throw?
Never, ever. Had the pleasure of dining with him last night.
Yeah, that was quite a banquet at the home of Dina Thomas. Now here's Barrett's hounded by Silverstein. He gets it over to Koritsky, and they swing right. Now interior pass, ill-advised.
Good job to get rid of it.
Wow, and then Nassiter
might have traveled.
Might have. But
moved
no,
that
here's
back. But what a
Vanguard.
find!
Oh, it's Silverstein.
Vanguard, what a find.
It was a great pass. And
I know.
Silverstein, we have seen in this tournament
Primer in the other
historically
corner,
has been
dash.
so. Well, that has to be a walk.
Yep,
that was unfortunate.
Good point by. He might have had possession.
He had possession.
I thought he might have been bobbling
it. He's hopping around with the basketball. That's a travel.
I thought he might have been bobbling it.
Short Primer will trigger the inbounds right in front of us. Say hello to Al Bubba Thomas, founder of the ABT fraternity here in Memphis, Tennessee, back in the day. He's listening in on Armed Forces Network. They get it to Khazan. Good catch.
Good backdoor cut by Ostroff.
Has to make it. That was a well drawn up and executed play by Zell. What do they have going on there? They just have Ostroff weak side.
Yeah, I mean, they've been getting it. Khazan kind of flashed up high. He's been playing more on that low block. He flashed up high, kind of took both weak side defenders with him.
Barrett's, meanwhile, while we're analyzing the play on the other side, rises up and hits another three. And every time, Zell just can't get a run going because HAFTR always finds a way to score at some point before Zell can cut into this lead. Nassiter inside to Khazan. They get him on the give and go. Nassiter goes up.
Oh!
Would have been a highlight reel worthy play had he got it to go, but instead he'll go to the line for 2, just under 4 to play in the third quarter after enjoying a 12-point lead.
More good offense there. Khazan, who had been kind of playing on the low post mostly this game, he comes in, flashes up to the high post twice and finds good passing lanes from there. One on the back door to Ostroff, one a little bit of a give and go. But that might be the best source of offense there, getting it into Khazan at the high post. He's got a very big size. He can create some space for himself. He can turn around and shoot. He can dump it down. I've mentioned this entire tournament, the best way to beat the zone is really getting it into that high post, and they've been successful twice in a row. 2
misses for Nassiter. Chicago very fortunate to come away with the rebound, but they have got to start converting from the free throw line. And then Primer, how did he find Paivo there? Now here's Khazan stepping in for a long 2 and gets it to go.
Khazan really the source of the offense right now, whether he's scoring or creating, getting it to him around the high post has worked out the last few possessions.
Here's Shamama. 3-pointer short, does a nice job of following. Elephant underneath
Whoa,
the basket.
What a nice little English there, going up with not really an up and under, but had to get the backspin on it with the English.
Back to 12. Here's Khazan driving on Elephant. Almost had the 3-point play opportunity, but he'll go to the line for 2. But again, just from a points perspective, Zell has missed a number of free throws. When you think back, again, the combination of the missed free throws and the sort of bonus 3 from Koritsky at the end of the first half, that's really a huge part of this 12-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, that was we're going to keep harping on that this entire game because in this kind of game where it's very tough to score, you mentioned the dimension of the court, the quality of the defense, it's not going to be that easy to overcome this deficit, and those 3 points are going to be large as we head into the fourth quarter here. Oh,
again,
wow.
1 of 2. Just so many missed free throws.
I mean, that one was halfway down, but you still got to make it.
Now still
good eyes
on
from
this
Khazan. He's doing everything right now.
And then a smart play to slow it down. Here's Paivo. Gets it to Khazan. He takes a 3.
Oh,
my God.
He is doing everything right now. We've been talking about it for the last 2 minutes. We can't stop talking about
Coach Honig calls a timeout.
About Khazan. He's got a mid-range jumper, a 3. He's finding everybody. He's picking up steals. I mean, he's doing everything right now for this Chicago team.
And finally, Zell moves it off of that 10-12 point axis, and now suddenly it's an 8-point game.
What was the biggest lead, 15?
15, and if HAFTR comes out here, if they can get a stop coming out of halftime, cut it down back to a 2-possession game, and suddenly we've got a new narrative.
I think we already have a new narrative. I think it's game on, and right now the new narrative that we have is that Idan Khazan is taking over this game on both the offensive and defensive ends, creating steals, creating for others on the offensive end. Whenever he gets it in that high post, he's looking to dump it down, looking for the backdoor slasher, or even rising himself and shooting, and right now he's converting.
Shamama, Lanyadoo, Barrett, Koritsky, and Elephant on the floor for HAFTR as they have the possession after the timeout. Paivo picked up Koritsky. Koritsky gets open. Really not his game, but he likes to show the little ball fake. Oh, nearly a steal. Lanyadoo with a long 2. Great job by Nassiter. Nassiter chased down the loose ball on the floor.
Beryl Thomas in the Hizay.
Hope he has brought my program here.
I don't see it on his person.
Do not.
Oh, wow. Tough pass there. Good catch by Ostroff to stay in bounds.
Get it. Tough pass for Khazan to handle there at his feet. His ankles. Koritsky. I think that's going to be. Ooh.
Oh no, that looked off. Looked off his leg to me. I thought that was the right call by the officials.
Silverstein, Primer, and Hope coming back into the ball game. Khazan will take a seat after those 2 big buckets moments ago. Koritsky gets it to the right elbow, guarded by Paivo. Shamama gives it back to Koritsky, nearly walked. They get it to Lanyadoo, free throw line.
That's a nice move.
Good drop step. Can't get it to go.
Couldn't decide between glass or not, and just kind of off the back iron.
Hope comes away with the rebound, and here come Chicagoland down 8. Zell Primer
Silverstein thought about it.
putting that up too strong. This first time I've really seen him kind of maybe having a little bit, I'm not going to say jittery, but maybe not feeling as confident about his size and strength.
Nice play by Lognato. Got this one after missing the last one.
And now the lead back to 10. So a couple of chances there for Zell to cut the lead back to 6 or 5. Unable to do so. And then you get a foul call on the floor. Foul looks like it's on Shamama. Silverstein gets it into the corner to Paivo. Now Primer. He had space, chose not to take the three. And then another call.
Draws the foul, too.
Is that another foul on Shamama?
Yep.
2 on this trip.
Vanguard's going to come back in.
Spivak as well will re-enter for the HAFTR Hawks. He takes the place of Shamama. They in the bonus. Primer's shooting free throws and can't get it to go. Just missed opportunities.
Whoa! Good catch by Koritsky there.
And Lognato, can't get that one to roll over the rim there. Too strong off the glass. Here's Primer, under a minute to play. I think.
Oh no! I don't know about that one.
Camped out underneath the basket.
That's not defense.
Come here, Shamama. Get over here. What are you doing? Get over there. Don't ever do that again.
Coach Honig not happy with the substitution etiquette by Shamama. Coming back into the game after picking up those 2
Well, I think I heard him
fouls.
say they were going to do a little offense-defense right now for the time being. I don't know how you do that with this much time left.
Well, I guess every time there's a whistle, if they're on offense, you bring them in. If they're on defense, you take them out.
45 seconds to play in the third. 10-point lead.
For instance, there's a whistle here, and it's Chicago ball. It's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to be HAFTR ball, so you leave them in here. Or apparently it's going to be Chicago ball.
It should be, yeah. Well, HAFTR had the ball opening the second half. I think the officials.
Possession error, the official possession
officials
error.
seem to know just intuitively.
Very fungible.
A little over
this would
30
be
seconds.
very, very key if Chicago can get a bucket here to go to single digits going into the third quarter. See if they can kind of match HAFTR's last possession heroics of the second quarter.
Lead is 10. 20 seconds to play. Vanguard out by the center stripe. HAFTR content.
Probably start going at about 10 maybe. There's no reason to stop because it's not like the NBA where the clock is going to stop. So either way, they're not going to be able to get it down the bucket. This would be big. Big shot by Primer.
Really important basket there for.
This one counts.
Hello.
Look out below over there.
Nearly hit a family member from I think that woman might be with the Chicago folks. I've seen her. I think I saw her yesterday following the Chicago folks. So
wow, big bucket by Primer though.
Yeah, that was. They ended up winning the quarter by 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you've certainly gotten within reach now heading into the fourth.
And again, that 3 looms so large that Koritsky
right
hit
now.
at the end of the quarter, at the end of the first half, really.
And then possession at HAFTR should have the ball here starting the fourth. So
yes, because Chicago just got the possession.
Chicago will need a stop.
Pretty extended quarter break here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about almost the length of halftime at this point.
The officials have asked both teams to rejoin the court. They're still both coaches having extended discussions with their squads. Barrett sends it in to Shamama. Koritsky now at the right elbow. Vanguard comes at him. Good ball rotation here by the Hawks. Barrett retrieves a nearly errant pass from Elevon. Now Koritsky stepping into a 3.
Not his game.
Yeah,
No need to rush it. You're up by 8. Cherish every possession. Try to come away with points as much as you can because we've seen the difficulties Chicago's had scoring at times. Every possession is going to be so important here.
Hazan lost the handle, but he was clearly hacked across the wrist. And actually, I believe, go to the line now. They've got to convert these free throws. Koritsky has a really nice game from about 10 feet in, and there's a reason he's open from 3. He does a nice job of getting the defense to buy his ball fakes when he does.
Absolutely. No, he always poses that threat, but he's only taken it really, aside from that one he made at the end of the quarter. It was just kind of a last-second desperation shot. It was more he's only shot once or twice from 3. He's shown the ability to drive nicely, finish with both hands. I'd like to see him take it to the bucket as much as he possibly can.
Hazan makes the first, and now he has a chance to cut it to a 2-possession lead. 2-possession game with and a 6-point lead for HAFTR if he can make the second here. And gets it to roll in, and he does cut it to 6, and Chicago has managed to claw back into this one. Trail by as many as 15. Now it's a 6-point ball game. Silverstein trips as he tried to guard
5-on-4 here for HAFTR.
Koritsky, a little dipsy-do, can't get it to go. Now here's Weingart, probably an ill-advised, did not have it there and just trying to force something. And here's Shamama, open 3 from the corner, cannot get it to go. Silverstein with the weak side rebound. Now Weingart, no numbers, needs to hold it, and he does.
Back to 6 here, back to 6. We got game on. Under 7 to go. Oh, my God.
Open 3. Primer just must not be feeling it because I've seen him
He's
put
looking
that
to go inside more a lot tonight. Oh, this is deep.
Oh, just off the mark.
Oh, what a rebound from Ostroff. What a find for Silverstein. Oh, there. Yep. Primer, you said, might not be feeling it from the outside. He wound up taking that deep 3. Finds his way back to the basket. Goes up on the offensive boards and tips it back in.
Lead is now 4. Lanyadо.
Oh,
from
big
12,
time.
Turnaround jumper gets it to go, and the lead it back to 6. Good answer there by the Hawks.
It looks like we're set up for a grandstand finish here.
Here's Weingart.
Especially if both these teams can keep scoring like this. Coach Steinmetz of Yeshiva University in the house, perhaps doing some scouting here.
Climber from about 16. Quick shot, can't get it to go.
Would like to see HAFTR use a little more clock here.
Kornblum now in the game for HAFTR. He came away with that rebound. Big defensive rebound for the Hawks. Lanyadо, open 3 off the mark.
Good rebound by Primer.
Ostroff, nice job of gathering
and
that
Primer
ball
on the other end. Yeah, that's going to be offensive. I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call.
He stopped.
I don't think so. I think that time it might have been the right call.
He also looked like he got like a glancing blow on the side.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
To me, he's not.
I mean, they're being consistent.
Yeah. You know me and my personal opinions about.
Oh, I agree.
About offensive fouls in general, and I just think that was.
I mean, I think there's a place for legitimate out-of-control offensive fouls when somebody lowers their shoulder to create space and just totally bulldoze over a guy. But just standing there, standing up straight and, like, bracing yourself for body contact is not defense. I think it's ridiculous that has become really one of the main forms of defense in today's basketball game.
Good job by Shamama to come away with that pass. Now,
Kornblum.
Corner 3, no good. Hazan tips it away. Nassiter comes away with it. So, again, the lead is still 6. Primer, open 3 from the corner. Gets it to go.
3-point game. The bench is excited for the Tigers. Wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Honig use a timeout here.
This is the closest they've been since I think it was like 12-10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there was a big run for HAFTR in that second quarter, yeah.
So 3-point game. Shamama to Barrett.
Oh, Barrett's that's deep. Ah!
I think that's his second.
That's his second very deep 3. Big time. This is a lot of fun. Back to 6 here. Chicago's going to have to keep scoring.
Huge answer there for the Hawks, courtesy of Barrett, as he made a 3 from about 7 feet beyond 3-point line.
Might have been a carry there.
Good job getting it back to Hazan. Corner, Primer. He looks to drive, kicks it back to Nassiter.
Good cut by Weingart, a little ambitious on the pass.
Very fortunate that they...
Oh, no!
Well, Lanyato's like on the ground.
I mean, they're in the middle of an offensive possession.
He's sitting in the middle of the lane holding his
When
wrist.
they get the ball, you can toss it. That's not fair. I don't know. I think you let him play that out there.
The official is talking to a fan on the other side.
Where's that? Where were they talking to a fan?
You know, the brilliant coach from Chicago.
The black shirt.
Yeah. I think Lanyado has to come out. I mean, you blew the whistle. Spivak checks back in. So Spivak, Barrett, Koritsky, Shamama, and Kornblum on the floor for HAFTR. Ostroff, both Ostroffs, Weingart. I was like Weingart sitting. So you got Primer, the Ostroffs, Kazan, and Nassiter on the floor for Rochelle Zell, as some more attention being given to some moist spots on the floor. Could be an HVAC situation. The room is being cooled down sort of quickly after probably. I don't know if they would have had.
It's getting cold in here.
Yeah. You can feel that air starting to kick in. Cold front coming through at the moment.
I wore long sleeves today smartly, and I also brought myself a sweatshirt just in case. Coach Honig joining us in the broadcast booth pretty much. Primer had a good chance for three, but
Here's Nassiter.
just couldn't catch it cleanly, at least.
Oh, they've got Primer. Good job on the catch.
Good closeout by Shamama. Yeah, he just fell.
Good close defense by Shamama and caused Primer to lose his footing. Again, we can be reached here in the broadcast booth at JT on the cards. On Twitter, you can reach me at JT on the cards. Noah is also on Twitter. Ooh, barely in bounds there from Barrett. After throwing it inbounds to Shamama, he nearly was still out of bounds when he received the ball back. Noah's at T35. T35.
We're going to be here for a while, so hit us up on Twitter. Love to interact with our any fans watching the action.
After good possession here as they swing the ball along the perimeter. Now Lanyado, a free throw line. Nassiter picks him up. Koritsky looks to drive. Primer probably could have drawn it off.
Good position by Lanyado.
And then,
you can't save it there. Good block. Okay.
Jump
good
ball.
Call on the tie-up. I believe it should be Chicago ball. HAFTR started the quarter with the basketball. Still at 6 here after both teams.
That was a good stop. Really good stop there.
Those flurry of baskets.
But again, Chicago nearly missing the opportunity to get that rebound almost. And they do lose the possession arrow because of what ended up happening. But she's not doing a good job of grabbing loose balls. Here's Weingart. Really hasn't been able to find a lot of room to maneuver.
Good pressure defense up top, particularly by Shamama and Koritsky and Lanyado really this entire game.
Here's Ostroff. Thought he might kick that back out. I thought Ostroff might kick that back out after he drew some defenders to him. I thought he might kick it back out to Primer. Did not do so.
Still 3 to go here.
How many timeouts do I have? How many timeouts do I have? How many timeouts do I have?
I mean, you got to have somebody keeping your own book at this.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's
Barrett, another long three. This time he's short. Good job of getting the air ball. Oh, wow. And great
Primer
job.
streaking down court.
This will be an easy 2. And gets it to go, and it cuts the lead to 4. That's a That's a big swing there.
These HAFTR coaches have to calm down about the timeout situation. They either keep their own books or walk down there. But this is there's no need to take it out on the scorer's table.
It's reasonable to want to request how many timeouts you have.
Then run down there and ask.
Someone needs to go down there.
There's a lot of noise going on here in this gym.
They're keeping the book. They can't be in the in the middle. Oh, I'm going to stop paying attention to the course of play because I'm going to be answering your question in the back. No. If you want to know, go down there during a stoppage and request that knowledge. So I think kudos to the scoring table for not acceding to that request.
They have a book right here too, so I don't know what the whole problem is. The person sitting next to me is keeping the book for after.
Well, they just want to confirm, but again, that's not the way to do it. You don't yell down in the middle of play.
Should be a good finish here. Those 3 points, we mentioned it pretty much every stop. It's still looming so large.
I mean, that is almost
the entire... That could be the difference in this game.
Yeah, difference separating these two teams right now. It's a 4-point game. Also, a lot of missed free throws for Rochelle Zell. HAFTR have not missed many free throws because they haven't really been at the line much. I can't remember the last time a HAFTR player was at the line.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
They don't really have the size to go bang inside with the Chicago team. Chicago shot a lot of free throws.
Yeah, shot
they haven't really converted many
shot
of them.
And missed a lot of them.
That's also a big difference in this game.
Koritsky loses just a needless turnover right there.
Oh, wow.
Weingart.
Primer in the corner. He's going to go himself.
He also had Nassiter right on the block.
Yep. 2, 3 options. Go up himself or find either of those guys.
Missed opportunity right there. Barrett's free throw line extended, misses it. Nassiter comes. And why shoot the ball that quickly?
I've looked for HAFTR to take time this entire quarter, and they haven't.
Primer with a good drive.
Good finish with the left hand. It's game on, Josh. It's game on.
52-50.
2 minutes to go.
2-point HAFTR lead. I'm going to have to stand up here for a minute. Too much excitement to be sitting down.
Oh, what a pass! What a find by Koritsky going to the bucket. I think everybody thought he was going to go up and under, kick it out for 3, and he goes right back to Lanyadoo, painted out, camped out right under the basket, and an easy lay-in for Lanyadoo. A big bucket for this HAFTR Hawks team to go back up 2 possessions.
4-point game now with just over 1:30 to play. Primer left elbow guarded by Shamama. See if he can take him off the dribble.
Like to see them go quicker here. Get as many possessions in as you can.
Hazan needs to look at. Oh, wow. I'm surprised Hazan
Ostrov.
His three is good.
Here we go. We're setting up for a good one here.
1-point game now with 1:13 to play. Koritsky tries to spin, nearly travels. Shamama. Weingart picks him up. Lanyadoo
no need to shoot the ball, really.
Barrett's kicks to Lanyadoo.
How many times have they fouled? They would probably have to foul a lot to be in the bonus.
Yeah, they probably need to start.
They'd probably start fouling unless you can create a turnover, which they might here. Got a good trap.
Barrett's in the lane.
Why is he throwing it up?
I think he looks like he got fouled. No call. Now,
wow, big possession
Chicago.
Got to go quicker because if you miss, I mean, pretty much if they miss, they're going to have to foul 4 or 5 times to get into the bonus. If I'm not mistaken, so there's going to be a big possession here. Timeout, Chicago.
Chicago really needs to avoid being in a situation where they need to foul.
Or Chicago, as John Rooney would say.
Chicago.
It's getting chilly in here, Joshua.
Yep. It's only going to get colder. As this cold front moves in from the north, it's going to be hooking up with some moisture from the Gulf Coast. It is definitely getting chilly. We got a new cameraman tonight.
Yep.
A shout out to our new cameraman. Haven't seen him on the tally so far. Good job over there. Good job, the new cameraman. We're just pointing out the new cameraman.
Good work by all the camera crew out here at the Cooper National Invitational.
Emphasis on national.
Absolutely.
So, again, game reset here.
What a game to kick us off here tonight.
Story of the game has just been a battle by Rochelle Zell to come back from an early deficit. And for a long time, they were kind of stuck at around 10 or 12 and finally managed to get it down to single digits. And since then, they have steadily clawed back in and now have the ball only down 1. So
a lot of times you see these teams take a little too long, not get a good shot off. I look for them to work it into Primer or Khazan down low and kind of work inside out, or see if they can find anything inside against a little bit of a smaller HAFTR team.
Again, as you said, the problem with Zelda, I don't know, how many team fouls do you think they have?
Oh, wow.
Open 3 from Primer, just off the mark, and then
foul on, I believe Chicago will be shooting 1-1.
Was it the foul was on Spivak?
HAFTR coach is not very happy with that call.
I wasn't looking down low, but I think she clearly saw him.
She called a hold.
Probably was holding.
Coach Koritsky not happy with the call. Assistant Coach Koritsky.
Is this 2 or 1-1?
I believe we are 1-1, so could tie it here with this one.
Great job by Khazan to step up and
makes
that
it when he
free throw.
needed to.
Silverstein.
This one for the lead.
Silverstein will check in for Guy Ostroff. So Khazan now with. Will this be Chicago? Would this be Zell's first lead of the game? I wasn't here at the opening minutes. And whatever it is the lead.
I don't think so. I think it is their first lead of the game. I believe it is their first lead of the game. Haven't made free throws all night, and they finally do.
Well, Khazan I think he made
big.
4 in a row. I think he made 2 just a few minutes ago. Now,
yeah, he's come up big. He's really come up big this entire second half. He's been the guy that's gotten them back into it. There was a stretch in the third quarter where he was providing everything offensively. And then we
2
did
close ball games. It's 55-52 on the other floor.
In that North Shore EULA game, I believe North Shore, the visiting team, leading by 3 points with 13 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Wonder who has the ball over there. So what do you look for HAFTR to do here? Plenty of time.
You got to get a guy streaking up the court. There's no reason. I think you got to have Koritsky kind of getting the ball somewhere around half court and taking it to the bucket. He's got the ability to finish there.
Well, time's not really an issue.
No, not at all. Have a couple guys sitting on the wings for a kick out if everybody collapses towards the goal. Perhaps Shamama and Lanyadо outside. I look for Elephant on the low block. They've got shooters out there in Lanyadо, Shamama, and Barrett, and I look for Elephant on the low back either for some sort of offensive putback or for maybe a bit of a dump down if they can get it down there to him.
And here come the Hawks. Koritsky, right elbow, guarded by Vanguard.
Yep.
That was unfortunate. Yep. Drag the foot.
Just kind of shuffled both. Yeah, just dragged his pivot foot there. And now they're going to have to foul if they can't force a turnover.
Oh, they got to be quick. Might want to foul Vanguard. They'll put Vanguard on the line. So, again, even if he makes both, it'll still make it a one-possession ball game. Unfortunate for HAFTR there on the turnover. Koritsky, who's played a great ball game.
They will shoot 2 now, too. They're in the double bonus.
Koritsky has played a great game, and that was just an unfortunate situation where he was looking to make a pass and it was cut off and he dragged the foot.
Still plenty of time here.
Yeah.
And I look for Chicago to put some people on the free throw rebounding lines here if they can make no matter whether they make the first or second. You can't just let them have an easy rebound and get the ball easily uncontested up court. You got to contest everything. Put high pressure whether he makes or misses.
Kornblum checks in for...
It'll be interesting to see if Rochelle Zell fouls here. They probably have a ton of fouls to give.
True.
If they were to go up 3 here on this Vanguard free throw.
Misses it.
He's got it.
And HAFTR...
That's going to be Rochelle Zell ball.
Oh, wow.
He was on the out-of-bounds line as he fell to the ground. I believe it was Barrett's or Lanyadо. Unbelievable.
It was a great job by Zell to harass on the rebound attempt and create the out-of-bounds.
Oh, my gosh.
And a steal. Here's...
Oh, my gosh.
Koritsky. They need a 3, though, is the only problem. He puts it up.
No, they don't. They're down by 2.
Oh, they're only down by 2. You're right. They're not down by 3.
What? Jump ball. It's going to be their ball, but how is it a jump ball? How is that jump ball? Where was there a jump ball? Where was there a tie-up? Cameraman Ira Thomas here taking pictures for this fine tournament. Wondering the same thing. Where was the tie-up there?
I didn't see the play.
I don't know. But Koritsky had a lot of guys streaking down the court with him, could have easily laid it off.
And here I was thinking it was a
layup.
3-point game.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were talking about. But, I mean, now they're inbounding.
Where was
I
the
don't
tie-up?
know where the tie-up was.
I thought they were calling a foul on the shot attempt. I thought they were calling a foul.
I didn't
We
know
don't have
where
replay at our disposal. But
Unbelievable. I have no idea where that jump ball was. I looked away because I was assuming it was either some sort of a foul or out of bounds. But now they've got the ball under the basket. We can't worry about that now. It's all about what's in front of us. HAFTR will inbound under the basket. I'm sure they have several plays set up for this. They still have a timeout if they can't inbound it. It'll be interesting if they look inside for 2, if they try to go for the win here in 3. I look for Lanyadoo on the outside, perhaps Shamama in the corner. And you can never forget the inbounder, Barretts. Oh, wow, you can't get it out that far.
Koritsky, he's fouled, but they've got fouls to give in all likelihood.
Yep.
I'm sure that does not put them on the line.
I believe that's only like 3
you kind of have to have a play here. You almost have to have a play.
5 team fouls.
So they have one more to give.
One more to give.
You have
to just get a play to string a guy open and shoot.
You have to get an open shooter right here. He's got to put it up.
Oh, what an idea.
In the corner for Barretts. If that goes, that would have won it for HAFTR, and the clock counts down to 0. It ended up being a wonderful play by HAFTR.
It's a great play.
Got a very decent look. It wasn't wide open, but he had a look, and you can't blame it. The shot was very nearly on the mark.
I mentioned I liked Lanyadoo and Shamama outside. They got it to Shamama on the wing, but you can never forget about the inbounder, and they went back to Barretts in the corner. He showed the ability to knock down a couple threes.
He almost has to be. He has to be further back to hit him.
Yeah, that's he likes to take him from deep, but he was just a little bit short and just a little bit left.
Kudos to the HAFTR coaching staff for really getting a decent, very decent look in difficult, because they know that Chicago knows they have another foul to give, so you're looking to avoid a situation where they can give it. Hey, good game. Good game by
Grant Primer.
Grant Primer coming over here. And they did a good job of coming back from way back. Fought hard, never gave up, and but both teams executed well at the very end. HAFTR got themselves an opportunity and just off the mark at the buzzer. That would have been an exciting buzzer
Beryl
to
Thomas
finish it.
Yelling with the referee over there. I don't know. This is ridiculous. Look at it.
Well, I think there's a question of what – in the end, though, I guess they would have had –
Let's get Beryl over here and see if – Beryl, join us over here in the booth. See if we can get some sort of an explanation over here. We heard you talking with the referee. What did she say? What did the referee say about them? I didn't see that. Meryl's
emphatic with emphasis. Here we got the roster here from JDS. All right, we're going to step away here and cut this broadcast off. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the Cooper Max versus the JDS Lions in a Tier 1 semifinal, Tier 2 semifinal.